Hello, my gorgeous Libra. My name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your weekly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Libra, and it's in between, the 6th and the 12th of June 2022. So this weekly horoscope tarot card forecast is for you, my gorgeous Libra, and it's in between the 6th and the actual 12th of June 2022. You need to understand, my gorgeous Libra, that after this moment in time, things are only going to go up for you, but you also need to understand that the more comes to you throughout this week in terms of the actual exploration and in terms of the actual happy thoughts, when it comes to you feeling really optimistic, there are going to be bursts of inspiration that you are going to have. This inspiration that I'm talking about, it's going to be different, and it's going to be crucial for you to try to investigate and try to take this further as much as you possibly can. You are pretty much so indeed reaching a very significant stage of your life when you are reaching the end of the cycle. Wherever there is an end of the cycle, my gorgeous Libra, there is the beginning of a new cycle. But before the new cycle starts, then we are also kind of facing the challenges in which we have to respond, but by being as brave as possible, by trying to ignore things that are confusing us around us. Try to kind of ignore things that are stealing our attention. And I'm saying this because a lot is going to be happening around you when it comes to your feelings and emotions, but purely because of the things that you're going to be facing on the outside. A lot is going to make you think, a lot is going to make you wonder. So this is the energy that I need you to help you to kind of recognize and to actually ignore at this moment in time. You have to understand to put yourself first, my gorgeous Libra. This is very, very important indeed. Let me just tell you that at the beginning of this week, you're not going to be able to explain how you're going to feel. There is going to be this really kind of nice, fresh energy which is going to come in, and this nice, fresh energy is going to make you feel so much better about yourself in terms of your own grounding. This in itself is going to increase your personal focus, and naturally you're going to feel drawn towards making the really big step in your life just out of the blue. But before that happens, naturally you're gonna really be facing the part of your life that it's gonna come to you through your own creativity while you're doing something that you really like, expressing yourself, and then suddenly you will be facing something that you need to explore in order to kind of make the big step. Beforehand, there is a very kind of important part of your life, important element of your life that you still gonna need to kind of explore. And the more you explore this, the more kind of a free spirit you are going to feel. The more you explore this, the more stronger your willpower is going to be. The more you explore this, your self-confidence is going to grow, and even more so, it's going to actually make you really, really spontaneous. And this spontaneous energy is what I'm talking about. This spontaneous energy is really going to be remarkable when it comes to you really exploring that part of your life that I'm talking about, because at the same time, through this exploration, you're going to become aware of the devil, and this devil is nasty, and it's very dark, and it's very horrible because it's a devil. But you know what? It's not to do with your life. It's nothing to do with your personal life, or it's nothing to do with the people who are in your life directly connected to you. It's the people that you're going to come across on the outside. It's the people that you're going to be watching. It's the people that you're going to become aware of, or a certain person or a group of people on the outside. This devil is going to become almost impossible to ignore, because you're going to hear something that it's absolutely not going to make sense. And then when you face this situation, even more it's going to be obvious to you. You're not going to be able to understand this. You're not going to be able to explain this, because you're going to be absolutely blown away. Can people really be like this? Can people really be capable of this? Can a person really be capable of this? But then again, I'm saying it's nothing to do with your life in general, with personal, but it's going to affect you, because you will know that there may be certain person or certain people that you know of have been affected. So it's all going to be kind of part of the picture that is going to make the situation a bit of a scary, shaky, but that only scary and shaky when it comes to you feeling a little bit negative, when it comes to starting a new projects, launching new projects. No, baby, no. This is not going to be the best week to start new projects because a lot is going to be happening. But when it's not a great week to start new project, it is an absolutely mind-blowing, superb, a remarkable week when it comes to planning. Because you will find yourself like planning so much this week. You will find yourself planning, and the more you plan the more you plan from the beginning of the week, the more closer to yourself you're going to be. But the more you plan, you're gonna find out by the time you get to the midweek, my gorgeous Libra, it's all about you finding yourself like on a major crossroads of your life. Absolutely major crossroads of your life. But these crossroads are needed. So this is what that energy of planning is actually going to do to you. Believe me or not, this is important because it's going to help you to open up like a beautiful, gorgeous flower that you are, my gorgeous Libra. So just understand this, that nothing happens like, oh yeah, just because it's happening, blah, blah, blah. No, baby, no. This particular situation is happening for a reason. And it's not only that this is going to put you on the major crossroads. Suddenly, you will kind of like have so much confidence and power and strength, to actually do something very kind of unique and something very kind of unusual, something that is going to surprise you and is going to surprise so many people around you by the move that you are going to make, but by the situation that is going to arise. It's going to be impossible for you not to respond to it, and this is going to be the right response because the most unique part of yourself is going to come out and step forward. And this, my gorgeous Libra, is what I'm talking about. Absolutely important and brilliant indeed. It's a time of your strength, time of your power, but also you being aware of it and taking it nice and gently on the next stage. What else I was going to say, my gorgeous Libra, the midweek, it's going to bring you like a really important news. I'm happy for you so much because you are going to realize that a huge, massive problem, it's coming to an end. Like a massive problem is coming to an end, my gorgeous Libra, and I'm so happy for you because you are at the same time going to overcome a massive obstacle. An added bonus for you here, it's going to be that before that happens, 333. If you see numbers repeating 333 before that or even after that, at around the midweek, you need to really strictly pay attention to what was on your mind. You're blocking yourself with something, and this number 333 to the power of synchronicity is giving you the opportunity to understand that you shouldn't be blocking yourself, to release the blockage because you're slowing yourself from moving forward because you're thinking about the fears on the outside, and now it's time to break free. Now it's time to break through them and go forward with your life. So if you see number 333, if you don't see the numbers, it doesn't matter, but if you see them, it's just an added benefit to pay attention to the blockage, an internal blockage that you are having, and you need to release it immediately by being aware of it and by letting it go and by kind of like allowing yourself to kind of open up. So this is what you need to remember and what you need to understand, okay? And what else I was going to say, you are going to have an absolutely mind-blowing, so first of all, it's going to be overcoming an obstacle, an important problem, an obstacle and challenge that was absolutely annoying, but at the same time, you need to understand that the next step after this moment in time, it's going to be really important negotiation. You're going to get so much out of it anyway, but you're going to get so much more if you do become part of that negotiation, because everything is going to be doubled up in terms of the actual success. But the only tricky trick with this negotiation is that you're just going to have to wait a little bit longer, but you must not kind of let that put you off whatsoever. You're also going to have a bit of just a tower moment, my gorgeous Libra, when it comes to the midweek as well. There is going to be like a little bit of a tower moment, and it is kind of going to be the situation that is completely going to surprise you, and but that then in itself is just like a basically, the certain situation is going to surprise you just out of the blue, the tower situation, just literally an unexpected event. And this is going to make you feel like a little bit like a confused, and it's going to make you feel like a little bit sad, but then at the same time, you're going to be left with no option. This is needed in your life. At this very moment in your life, this tower is needed in your life. Why? Because it's also starting the process of redirection. You're going to remove yourself from the life and the part of your life that no longer serve you. And sometimes, well, if it's in a tower way, later that happens, so be it. It doesn't matter, as long as this works really nicely for you, because at the same time it's creating a rather powerful spiritual shortcut, which by the end of this week, it's, you see, the spiritual shortcut that I'm talking about is you're going to be left with no option but to investigate like the actual very kind of interesting initiative, very interesting kind of opportunity by the end of the week, you know. And that opportunity is just like going to seem something like really, really tiny, but then at the same time you will know that there is something so much more to it. And just a few weeks later down on the line, there are going to be so many things that are going to actually come out of that opportunity. So you need to pay attention to what this is, and that opportunity is going to become obvious as well at the end of the week, because you know it's the happiness that you're going to feel beforehand, optimism that you're going to feel beforehand. You at the end of the week, you're going to feel like really cheeky, you're going to feel really like kind of you want to do this, you want to do that, you want to explore this, you want to explore that, and suddenly you're going to feel like, oh my god, where is all this like wonderful energy coming from, all this cheekiness? Well, these are all really important signs that very soon after that moment in time, you are going to find yourself like wanting to find out a bit more, find out a bit more about exploring this opportunity. And it's only going to seem tiny opportunity. How this is going to manifest, it's only going to seem like a tiny opportunity, but then something is not going to, something in between, it's going to like activate an internal calling. So you're not going to be able to ignore this magnetic energy that you're going to feel. So it's tiny little opportunity, but my lord, later on this is going to be proven to be completely different. It's going to be massive, and as the time goes by, more is going to come out of it. So it's going to come in terms of exploration when it comes to that tiny opportunity. So you need to go for it, because very soon, you know, it is going to bring you unlimited opportunities into your life. And there is also going to be the actual very beautiful person, very beautiful female person, gorgeous female person. Like when I say gorgeous, I say from inside and the outside, because when people are gorgeous on the inside, they're gorgeous on the outside as well. So when I say gorgeous person, I really mean the whole package, you know, not like, oh, she's really pretty, you know, and gorgeous and all that. No, baby, no. I mean gorgeous person as a gorgeous spirit, as a gorgeous soul. That person, female person, it's very gifted when it comes to seeing things. Okay, and it's connected to your life, is in your life. It's very, very gifted when it comes to seeing things, when it comes to knowing things, when it comes to being aware of things. So that person is going to give you really interesting advice. Okay, you need to take this advice on, because at the same time when you get this advice, on one hand you will realize important desires. Something that you're going to hear is just going to click spiritually so nicely with you, but most importantly, you're going to be able to recognize important desires, you know, and these desires are needed when it comes to you making one of the biggest promotions of your life, my gorgeous Libras, indeed. And it's also going to help you to recognize absolutely mind-blowing abilities. And that is going to leave you with no option, my gorgeous Libra, but to come up with an important new plan by the end of the week. An important new plan. You're going to come up by the end of the week. Just remember that this plan is new plan. So it was attempted before, but now you will know that now it's time. This is yours. It's coming up to you. It's coming out for you. It's hope. It's confidence and hope and confidence that are going to be your driving power here, you know. By the same time, yes, a lot of like kind of uncertain efforts that you're going to be facing, but you will know that what you're doing, it's absolutely the right thing. And that plan that I'm talking about, the new plan, you will know what this is, because it's to do with your essence, it's to do with your soul, it's to do with your spirit, it's to do with your calling. That new plan that I'm talking about is going to change your life. So by the time you get to the actual 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, again, by the time you get to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, yeah, by the time you get to the January 2023, your life, it's going to explode in the best possible way. So you have to go for this. You need to do this, my gorgeous Libra. It is indeed important. Okay, my gorgeous Libra, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Libra. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.